All right, next up, this is Running Up That Hill. So this is the Kate Bush cover from VoicePlay. It's from a couple of years ago. Let's go. But first, like, subscribe, comment, click the bell for notifications. Consider supporting us on Patreon for exclusive perks. It's really cheap. And subscribe to Words Like That Arts and Media Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. All right, now shut up and get to it.
Can't have no words like that. Words like that. No, no, no.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt me. Do you wanna feel how it feels? Or do you wanna know? No, it doesn't hurt me. Do you wanna hear about the deal?
Yeah, this is really, really good.
It's you and me. And if I only could, I could deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building.
Oh, nice, nice. All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. So this is, I've checked out, I can't remember how many I've checked out now with Ashley Diane, and she is phenomenal. This might be the best vocal take I've heard from her. The best vocal performance I've heard from her. I was not familiar with this song until it played on Stranger Things, which I also haven't watched Stranger Things, but I became aware of this song because after it appeared on Stranger Things, it ended up being, I think, one of the top 10 most streamed songs on Spotify, and I checked those out for a reaction video I did back in 2 years ago now, beginning of 2023. So I became familiar with the song because of that. Not really my cup of tea. Y'all know I'm not, if you've watched any of my stuff, you know I'm not really a big 80s guy. And this song was just really steeped in the 80s. But I figured VoicePlay would take it and do something to it that would make me like their version better than the original just because of a personal preference. And they've done that. And I would say primarily the reason that I'm digging this more than the original is Ashley Diane's vocals. She really, really is just nailing this. Not that Kate Bush isn't a great singer, but those vocal stylings aren't really my cup of tea. VoicePlay, of course, is also kind of updating it a little bit, bringing it a little bit more modern, 2010s pop, not even necessarily 2020s, but maybe a 2010s to 2020s pop spin on it, which a lot of the 10s and 20s pop is inspired by the 80s, so it makes perfect sense that you can take a song like this and update it to now without any issues. And it's also, I feel like, why this song caught on as good as it did, because the 80s has had a resurgence for really probably about the last 15 years or so. So having a song like that in a big show like Stranger Things, perfect storm for this 40-year-old song to have this resurgence that it has. VoicePlay doing a great job here. Great arrangement. Also, I think this is the longest I've seen Jeff's hair. I'd have to go back and think if there was a period where I've seen his hair longer than this, but really, really cool look. A little bit different than what I'm used to from Jeff here. But yeah, this is great. Let's get back to it. Okay, Ellie's taking a verse here, all right. Man, that... Oh, wait. Caesar getting a moment here. Jeff, yeah.
It's you and me. It's you and me. Won't be unhappy.
Okay, I didn't know if he was gonna... I know he's going to go down that basement there. He didn't quite. I think he could have. Yeah, I know he could have kept going. Also, Lane's snare sound on this. This is one of those times where it sounds just like a real snare hit.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, darling.
Let me steal this moment from you now.
Come on, angel. Come
Yeah, those little percussive musical elements.
Let's exchange.
Panning left and right. Really good mix here. Good mix with vocal panning too.
I make a deal with God, and I get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that
This is nice. He was really good. They just dropped out and they went. Oh wow! Okay, I was not expecting this. A little bit of levity here.
Be running up that hill. No problems.
Yeah, this is funny. This is funny. Was not expecting this. And I'm sure this is a reference to Stranger Things. But again, I haven't seen that, so I just surmise.
If I only could.
Still all nervous, like, oh. This was in the rehearsal. That's funny. Okay, so we got like a post credits here. Okay, she fell down. Okay. Yeah, that was really good. Even though, again, the song's not really my cup of tea. I like this better than the original version because Ashley Diane's vocals were so good. And I loved everybody getting a moment. I've talked about this before where every one of the guys gets something there. And each one did. Ellie had something, some meat. Caesar had some meat. Jeff had some meat. I really wish I would have heard Jeff go a little bit lower on that. I thought he was going to, and he didn't. Lane, though, his standout was the snare sound on the beatbox. And not that really in their most recent videos with all the processing they got on the vocals that they can't get that drum kit sound, but this was one of those times that I forget that this isn't a drummer and they've overdubbed their vocals over the drum kit. No, it's Lane doing the beatboxing just with his vocalizations. It sounded just like a snare. The ending where she levitates, which again I'm assuming is a Stranger Things reference, but all the guys are nervous and like, whoa, what is going on here? Like, that wasn't part of the video. That was really funny. I thought that was a nice touch. And the song is kind of serious. The music is dark. And if somebody really did levitate, that would be like a wild thing. But they played it for a little bit of a comedic effect, which I really enjoyed here. Yeah, great stuff as always from VoicePlay. Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you did, consider supporting us on Patreon. Subscribe to YouTube if you hadn't already. And we'll see you soon.